Hi, I'm Randi, and I'm here with my friend Jeremy, and we are going to do a one-on-one lesson today on the foam roller. So a lot of people ask me about how many things can you do on the foam roller other than just massaging the body, which is awesome. But you can actually do a lot of exercises, and we're going to do some hip openers. We're going to open up the shoulders, do some core work, and we'll see where it takes us. So grab your foam roller, get on your mat, and let's get started. All right, so Jeremy, we're gonna put the foam roller down vertically, and sometimes difficult to get on here, but I want you to sit on one end and your head is gonna end up on the other end. So I'm holding it still for her just to make sure she doesn't fall off. It can happen. So keeping your knees bent and your feet are hip width apart, arms at your sides, spread your fingers out. And I just want you to find the comfort on this roller first. So just sort of notice how you lay on here, wiggle around on it, feel its instability, which is the whole point of using the foam roller, because you want it to be a little bit more difficult than just being on the mat. So we're gonna start like this. Relax your elbows, let your shoulder blades just sort of wrap around the roller, and take a big breath in through your nose. And you're just gonna exhale and allow the ribs to soften. So we're gonna do exercises that you can definitely do at home without an instructor. Although you have this video, so I'm your instructor. So anyway, so do that again. Inhale, feel the ribs expand. And as you exhale, let those ribs just soften in the body. So there should be space under your low back, space under your neck. I want you to just notice that for a second. And again, take a big breath in, feeling your feet, making an imprint of your feet, making an imprint of your hands in the mat. And then just slide your shoulders up and slide them down. So you're gonna do that a few times. So I just want you to feel the roller between your shoulder blades. Just like you're a bear, sort of scratching your back on a tree. You feel like a bear?
Yes.
You don't look like a bear. And then we'll take the arms all the way up and back, and across the ceiling and back down. And do that again. So the arms will go up and back and across the ceiling and back down. And you'll notice it starts to feel a little unstable because it is unstable, but you're taking your hands off the ground so that support is no longer there. So that's when you want to start using your core, even for this arm movement. Now stay back here, open your arms wide, bend them a little bit as you come around and down. So this is to open up the shoulders, arms up and back, bending the elbows into your goalpost position as you come down. Also so you don't hit me. Take the arms up and back, bend the elbows. Does that feel good?
Yes.
And one more time, take it up and back. So bend the elbows into a goalpost position. Bring the arms slowly down next to your sides. Notice all that stretch across the chest. And bring your palms down next to your roller. All right, so extend the right leg long. You're gonna just reach it out. So now we're gonna start to talk to the hips. Reaching out through the right heel. Take your right arm up and back also. And just feel that long line from your right fingertips to your right toes, out through the heel. And then bring the arm down and bend your knee. Okay, and then extend the left leg, taking that left arm all the way up and back. So you want to feel like these ribs are lifting up off your hip, also reaching your hip away from your ribs. So we've got these two directions of energy happening. And then bring the arm back down and bend your left knee. So again, right leg, right arm reaches. Take a big breath here. And then bring the arm down and bring the leg back. And the other side, left leg, Left arm, finding that line, finding space between the ribs and the hips, and bringing the arm down and bringing the leg back. Okay, so floating your right knee up. So here comes a little bit more of the balance challenge. So keeping your right knee here, extend it up towards the ceiling, bend your knee, and put that foot down. And then bring the other knee up. Lift it, extending. You see she's getting a little wobbly here. Bend your knee, and put that foot down. So we start to talk to the core. Lifting the right knee, extend the leg up. You're going to kick that leg straight down and straight up. So you can point and flex, or flex and point, but make sure you have some weight in that left foot, right? Pressing into your left foot, grounding through that foot. And then stay up, bend your knee, put that foot down, and bring the other knee up instead. Extend that leg to the ceiling, flex your foot, take it down and up, reaching out of the hip the whole time. Relaxing the shoulders, keep your elbows on the mat, trying not to overuse the arms. Keep the leg high, bend your knee, gently put your foot back down on your mat, and then just walk your feet a little closer to the roller. You're going to press down into your feet and start to curl your hips under, and then just release them down. So you're trying to flatten your back out on the roller and then come down so that there's a nice space under the low back. And do that again, curling under and releasing back to an arch, pressing through the feet and down. Now come up a little bit higher till you feel your low back is actually off the roller, and then roll back down. And do that again. So curling up maybe a little higher still and rolling back down. So this is nice. Do that again. But this is nice on the roller versus just on the mat, because you can really feel every vertebrae making an imprint on the roller, on the styrofoam. And do that again and come up as high as you can this time. So really using the hamstrings now, using your glutes. This is going to open up the hips. Strengthen the hamstrings, like I said, strengthen the glutes, and then roll yourself back down. Nice. And then do that again. Beautifully done. Coming up all the way. Now stay up here at the top. Can you take your arms up and reach back? Not all the way to the mat, but reach them back. Take them back down next to you, keeping your hips up. The arms will go up and back, and the arms will come down. So it's kind of like a hundreds that we do in a mat class, but not. So do that again. Inhale up, exhale down, still lifting those glutes, pushing through the feet. And then bring the arms down. You're going to leave the arms down, roll yourself back down, reaching your hips to the end of the roller. Good. And then just settle into the roller there. All right? Now bring one knee up and bring the other knee up. So both knees are up now. You're going to see a little bit of the wobblies or feel the wobblies happen. Flex your feet here and extend your legs out, not too low, and bend them back to you. So find a place that you can extend that you don't feel like your back is taking over. Right? And she's got her feet all spread out. Jazz feet, I like to call them. All the way out and bring it back. So flex, try pointing to pull it back. So we're engaging the arch of your foot now, the dome of your foot, pushing away and suctioning back. Again, push it away. You feel that in your core? So easy. And back. One more time, stay out. Find a place you can hold out there. Hold still holding, and then bend your knees. Put one foot down at a time. Good, and just straighten both legs out all the way and enjoy that. This is the joyous part. Okay, and then bend your knees again. You can always stay there longer, but we're going to keep moving. You happy about that? Okay, so slide your hands under your head. So keeping your feet down, the thumbs are going to be right under the base of your skull and pull the head away from the neck. So you want to feel some traction. You want to feel some length in the cervical vertebrae, the neck vertebrae. And then lift your head, curl yourself forward. So when you come up here, I want you to bend right here at the bottom ribs. You're going to feel your back flattening down into the roller. Do you feel that flattening? Flatten a little more. There you go. And then lay down all the way, pulling the head away from the neck. So start with a big inhale. And on your exhale, same thing. Bring the chin in first. Curl yourself up, bending at what we call the brow line or the bottom of the ribs, flattening your back. But once you're here, lift your chin a little bit more and feel the weight of your head. Is that tiring? Mm-hmm. Should be. And then roll back down. Once you're down, you'll feel space under the low back. So one more time, lengthen the neck first. Bring the chin in, articulating one vertebrae at a time as you come up. Now you're going to stay here. You ready to stay here? Bring your right knee up. Here's the challenge. And then put it down. Well done. Other side, lift. You've done this before. And then the right leg. So inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale. So obviously you're on one leg. It's going to be a little challenging. Lift and lower. Last time. And lower. Now curl a little deeper first. And then lay down all the way and say, ah. All right, so open those arms just out to the side. Take a second here. Check in with the body. And then bring your arms back down to your sides. Okay, so you can repeat that, but we're gonna keep moving. You're gonna roll off to the side of the roller, and I'll take the roller this way. So roll that way, we'll take the roller, and then lay back down though, Jeremy. So right where the roller was, this is the best part. Just laying down, especially if you have a little bit of a thicker mat like I have, or if you have more than one yoga mat, stack them up so that when you take the roller away, there's this nice imprint in the mat that feels like a cradle for your spine. Don't you love that? And you just kind of want to settle into that. Then bring your knees in towards you. Hold onto your shins. Lift your head and curl up towards your legs so you can even deepen your spine deeper into that crevice that the roller made in the mat. So this is kind of your relaxing moment. Feel relaxing? And then lay down all the way. You can put your feet down. Come on up to, actually don't come up to sitting. We're going to use the roller again, but horizontally now. So slide that underneath your hips. So the best way to get on it is like we're doing it. Just lift your hips up, feet are hip width apart, and then put your hands right on top of the roller. So a little bit of bend in the elbow. I'm going to come over here. And so, like I said, knees are just going to be hip width apart. I'm just going to pull the thighs a little bit this way. So if you have a friend or a loved one that can help you out here a little bit, this is such a nice way to get space in the spine, in the hips, simply just pulling the knees away from the shoulders, right? Without pulling them right off the roller though, of course. So then we're gonna stay here, keep your feet flat, and press into your hands. You're gonna lift your hips off the roller, right? So maybe, bring those feet a little closer, and then just sit right back down on the roller. So a great glute exercise. Just lift your hips, and settle back down. Again, lift the hips, pushing through the feet and down. So do this a couple times. So this is so important to help you get out of tight hip flexors. So if your hip flexors are grippy, then you want to strengthen the other side. You want to strengthen your glutes in order to get out of the hips. And then stay up here, lift your right hip a little higher, left hip a little higher, switching and switching and switching. And you get the point. Keep switching and twisting. And then both hips equally high and just settle right back down onto the roller. Okay, so then bring your right knee towards you. Bring your left knee up also. You're gonna extend your legs up towards the ceiling and press down into your hands and take your legs close to your nose without coming off the roller just yet. Take your legs away from you, out on that diagonal like we did before. So find a place that challenges your core. Take the legs over, just for the stretch first, and then take your legs out on the diagonal. Right. So she's doing this beautifully, all the way over, and then take those legs out on the diagonal. So this time we're gonna go all the way over. So press into your hands, curl your hips off the roller, trying to get your tiptoes to the floor back here. Come back down, sitting right on top of the roller, and then take the legs out on your diagonal. So you wanna find a line from your toes to the top of your head here, or at least to the back of your neck. Take your legs over again, curling the hips off the roller. You're gonna stay here and lift just one leg towards the ceiling and bring that leg down. Other leg, still pressing down into your hands and down. So you're using the back of your shoulders, the back of your arms, one leg at a time. Nice. And then the other. And down. So keeping those legs close to you, roll back down onto the roller. Yes. Stay here at the top, you okay? Mm-hmm. And then let those legs open. Let me get out of your way. Open legs out to the side and then back together in the middle. So take them a little bit further and open out to the side, back to the middle. Twice more like that, opening and together. And one more time, open and together. Okay, so bend your knees for a second. And the next thing we're gonna do is called helicopter. So you're gonna bring both legs up to the ceiling. Take one leg towards your nose and one leg away, which is like a scissors. And I'm totally in your way, so let me move. Open those legs out to the side. Wind it up, and you're gonna cross the legs in the middle. So right here. And then open out, come around, and cross in the middle. Okay, so good for your hips, for working out any kinks in the hips. If you have tightness, right, all the way around. You can do this with a little bit of bend in the knee. Let's try that, a little bend in the knee to come around. And your hip can even come off the roller a little bit, the one that's crossing over the top. Come out and around again. And cross, and then just bend your knees and put your feet back down on the mat right here. Okay, so another great hip opener is straightening the legs all the way out on your mat. So we did this when the roller was vertical, but doing this horizontal is really nice. Take your arms back as well. And you're just kind of up and over this roller. So you're not really trying to do anything here. You're really just letting go. So a lot of release of tightness in the joints is about doing nothing, finding how can you actually do nothing, which seems so obvious and simple, but it really is something you have to allow yourself to do. Allow yourself to let go here. Are you allowing yourself to let go? You look like you are. All right. And you want to spend some time here. But we're going to keep going. So bend your knees again. Bring your arms back down to the roller. Bring your, let's lift your hips off the roller and push the roller away from you. You're going to go ahead and roll back down. Put your feet on the roller now. Okay, so arms at your sides. And this is just nice for the feet, rolling back and forth over the feet, giving your feet a little bit of a massage. And who doesn't like a foot massage? I'm sure somebody doesn't like a foot massage. And stop. Well, bring that roller a little closer to you. So you want to really feel your feet wrapping around the roller. So your heels are down, your toes are wrapped over, and the arch of your foot, which is the dome of your foot, you want to really feel like it's enveloping the shape of this roller. And then press into it. Curl your hips all the way up. So this is a little harder. This is a little hamstring work. And just roll back down. So we've done a lot of bridging. But we're going to stay up this time in your bridge. And you know what's coming. We're going to roll the roller a little towards you and a little away. And towards you. And you might get a little teary here because this one is hard. Are you tearing? Don't cry. Keep going. Roll over the roller. Your hamstrings should be on fire. Are they on fire? Okay. And then stop somewhere in the middle. Roll yourself back down. Yeah. Beautiful. And then just roll it away. And relax. We're going to do it again, though. So roll that roller towards you. Kind of walk it in close. And just start again with a little bit of foot massage. And then we'll stop somewhere in the middle where you really feel like your feet are wrapped around it. Curl your hips up and come all the way up into a bridge. Now you're allowed to use the arms here. You're allowed to do whatever you want, but I'm giving you that. So press into your hands, press into the back of your shoulders. Roll that roller a little towards you and a little away. So these movements are small. Right. Getting into those smaller muscle groups. We are working the hamstrings and the glutes and the calves and stretching the Achilles tendon on the ankle. Now roll yourself back down all the way. And then you get to straighten your legs and say, ah. Now roll, so right here, just to give the calves a little massage, the ankles a little massage, you're gonna roll your knees in and out and in and out, right? And you can move this up the calf a little bit so you're more on the belly of your calf, the meat of your calf. No one wants to call it the meat, though. And anywhere along the back of the leg, that feels nice, I'm assuming. Okay. So let's take the roller. I will take the roller. And I want you to put this under your upper back now. So sitting up, find a good place. So where we're putting it is kind of on the shoulder blades, maybe towards the bottom corner of your shoulder blades. So your knees are bent, hands behind the head. And we're going to start to just spill yourself back and over the roller. Right. So she has a lot of extension, but her extension is actually in her low back. So lift your head, curl forward. So I want you to bend where you don't bend so well, right? Not where it's easy for you, but where it's tighter. So we moved the roller a little bit more up for her so that her upper back gets to bend. And then again, lift your head, curl forward, round your spine, and straighten your legs out. And do the same thing again. So you're going to lay back, right? Letting those elbows just open, but now stay here and bring your elbows together. Curl forward, using your abdominals to lift you. And once you're here, let go of your head, reach for your feet, come up off the roller, and reach all the way forward over your legs. Okay? And then hands to your head, curl back, and lay back down on the roller. And then just spill back. So you can keep the elbows open or bring the elbows back together. Go ahead and bring them together. Curl forward, come on up, round over your legs. You can let go of your head and reach for your feet. Then bring your hands back to your head, curl back, and roll back over the roller. So I'm holding the roller still, but the roller should just stay where it is. Elbows together, breathing as you move, come on up. Once you're up, let go of your head, reach for your feet. All the way over, nice. Be a little push here. And then hands to the head, curl back, and roll back down. Beautiful. Oh, that looks so nice. I wish I was doing it myself. Now keep the elbows open and lift your head. Curl forward, last time, let go of your head, and reach for your feet. Okay, and then roll yourself all the way up to sitting. You're gonna scoot back and sit right on top of the roller. How do those shoulders feel? Okay, fabulous. All right, extend your legs out long and open your legs up a little bit so your heels are gonna hang off the sides of the mat. Take your arms forward. And so using the roller for some flexion exercises is nice because if you're tight in the hips or tight in the hamstrings, you're gonna wanna lift yourself off the mat a little bit so that you have more opportunity to bend versus being stuck in the hips and hamstrings. So we'll start with a big inhale right here. And as you exhale, round forward, hollow out your center, and just reach. And if you're still feeling tight in the hamstrings, you can bend the knees up a little bit. Go ahead and do that. And then uncurl your spine, like you're stacking your spine up against a wall behind you. And exhale, hollow out the belly, round over. So anytime you have any kind of forward flexion exercises and you're feeling grippy, go ahead and roll back up. Sit on top of the roller or put a stack of pillows underneath you, and that'll make it a lot easier, a lot more doable. And then uncurl your spine and we'll go into saw. So open those arms out to the side. I'll get out of your way. And we're gonna twist to the right and then reach past your right foot. I'll give you a little pull here. And then come on up and go to the other side and reach. Right. So inhale to come up, exhale as you reach. Trying to keep this opposite hip down. And one more time, up and over to the other side and reach. Yeah. And then come to the center. Stop here in the center and just rest your arms. Bring the soles of your feet together. And just reach down to the ankles and you'll just round over those legs. Hang your head. And again, I'll give you a little bit of a push. Don't fall off. Oh, falling off. So roll yourself all the way back up and then come on off the roller. Straighten your legs out in front of you. We're gonna put that aside and just stretch forward over the legs. So when you're done using the roller, give yourself a second to see how do you feel without the roller. How is your flexion now? How is your extension? We didn't do any side bending, but that'll be the next video. Anyway, roll yourself back up and we'll finish there. Nice job.